What's up, ladies, gentlemen, people, extraterrestrial aliens and everything in between? Today I am doing something a little bit different. I'm going to be starting a little mini-series of deep dive analysis on 5 big plays from 5 incredible Pharah players. Pharah is one of my favorite heroes to watch, and despite Yasin not being in the league, we still have a handful of incredibly skilled Pharah players to look at. Each episode we will highlight one play from one player. In today's episode we will be looking at a clip from Sparkle in the Summer Showdown, and in future episodes we will look at a clip from Jinmu in the Summer Showdown, a clip from Naga in the Countdown Cup, a clip from Pelican in the Countdown Cup, and a clip from Flater during playoffs. But with intros out of the way, let's begin episode 1 by taking a look at a clip from Sparkle. We all remember this play during the Summer Showdown. Sparkle gets 4 kills with his barrage to shred the Reign's first point defense on King's Row. This was arguably the biggest Pharah play of the season, but let's take a look at how this play actually happened to see if this play was more luck, or skill. Earlier in the map the Reign were running double shield on their offense and had little resistance from the Fuel as they took care of them pretty easily. Fuel's rush comp just wasn't getting the job done against the Reign's setup on the payload. Crucially though, notice how Hawk has been on Sigma the entire round. This is crucial for the Fuel when they are deciding what to run on their attack round. Since the double shield worked so well for them on attack, the Fuel can expect the Reign to run it again on their defense. At this point the Fuel very well know that if they keep running the rush comps, they will lose, so they have to think of a counter fast. And what they came up with was very unexpected but worked very well and made a lot of sense. They decide to go with the Pharah. The Reign have been running the Sigma as their off-tank, but the problem with Sigma is unlike D.Va he can't fly around and therefore can't reach a Pharah who's flying in the air. Sigma can still block some rocket damage with his grasp or shield, and knock her out of the sky with a well-placed rock. But doing this would require too much attention and some incredible accuracy to hit those rocks. The D.Va however can not only fly up to the Pharah, but she can also hit her with the cannons which are a hit-scan weapon, and she can matrix a lot of the rockets. Not having that D.Va in play gives the Pharah a lot of space to get value as she won't be constantly pressured out by a D.Va contesting the skies. Sparkle and the rest of the Fuel decide to take full advantage of this opportunity to play Pharah. Throw in Fearless and Hanbin on their signature characters, Doha on the Sombra to get a few hacks and add in some pressure, a Pocket Mercy and an Ana, and all of a sudden the Fuel have a pretty good comp to counter the double shield. But now for the execution. On their first push the Fuel are just building ults, not fully engaging, just playing very passive and poking. You can tell they aren't really trying that hard to win the fight. As a result Fearless dies first, but you can tell by the way the rest of the team is playing that if they were actually committed to winning the fight, they all would have pushed together and he wouldn't have died solo, but they are waiting for Sparkle's barrage to build up. That's their win condition. And within the first 40 seconds of the push you can already tell how far ahead Sparkle is on ult charge compared to all of the other DPS players in the lobby. He is 83% versus Pelican who is at 30%, Edison who is at 47%, and Doha who is at 36%. He has taken quite a few good angles on the Reign's backline to do a ton of damage and farm ult. Despite not killing anyone, he is still gaining immense value. Then 5 seconds later he is the first one in the lobby to build his ult, tied with Iris. But at this point Fearless has just respawned, meaning Sparkle and the rest of the Fuel must wait to regroup. A few seconds later Fearless is back in the fight and they are ready to go. They just need to wait for the Reign to group up on an open and exposable area. So they start pushing onto point hoping to force the Reign into a bad position. The tanks and the Far Mercy duo step onto the point, meanwhile the Ana is sitting comfortably in the back with a good angle to heal the team, and the Sombra is on a stealthy mission up the high ground hallway. Doha then reveals his position through an open gap in the hallway and the Reign begin to fire on him. This creates a big distraction as now all the attention from the Reign is focused towards him, allowing the rest of the Fuel to get free point presence. He proceeds to translocate back, essentially just wasting a few crucial seconds of the rain's defense. And with Hanbin flying over and backing the rain into a corner, Edison is forced to TP his team to the high ground. This is where the magic happens. All of the fuel immediately turn their attention towards the high ground that the rain TP to. Then, crucially and devastatingly, Hawk immediately uses his grasp upon reaching the high ground. His shield was likely on cooldown, but considering Gator had his shield up and he was right next to cover, this may not have been necessary. Once the grasp goes down, the rain are exposed, because the grasp can suck up an infinite amount of damage until its duration ends, unlike the shield which can only block 700 damage until the user pulls it back. 700 damage is only about a fourth of the barrage's damage output, and that's not even including the damage boost to amplify it. Therefore, without the grasp, the main counter to the barrage is now on cooldown. That's the go button for Sparkle. Immediately him and both tanks all jump in at the same time, and Sparkle activates the ultimate. However, Hawk still has one last ability to try to shut down the value of the barrage, Accretion. Upon seeing Sparkle, Fearless and Hanbin leap above the team, he starts casting his Accretion, which is probably a smart idea, and he would have been able to cancel the barrage and save the rain, if only Fearless didn't bubble at the frame-perfect moment. Right as the rock is about to begin flying into Sparkle, Fearless deploys his bubble midair to block the rock and protect Sparkle. With Hawk all out of defensive tools, Gator's shield quickly melting, and Fearless backing everyone into the wall, nothing else could stand in the way of the wrath of Sparkle's Pharah. Pelican and Gator were able to jump down and avoid it, but it was too little too late as the rest of the fuel cleaned them up with ease. But one thing that went unnoticed about this play that was super crucial is that Fielder's Nano Boost did not have to be used to win the fight, just Jexay's damage boost was enough extra DPS. This would be crucial later on in the Streets phase. Fielder already had his ult, but Fearless and Jexay both build 20% ult charge during the engage. All that amplified damage and the healing at the end fed Jexay a nice boost to his Valkyrie, and Fearless leaping into 4 rain players with the Tesla cannon gave him a nice boost to his Primal. In the very next fight the Fuel are able to dump these 3 ults for an easy fight win. After that they have an EMP and a barrage that gets another 2 kills, and the steamroll and ult cycling continues until they complete the map. Overall I can say this play was made possible by skill, incredible teamwork, and just a little bit of luck. Sparkle's incredible rocket accuracy skills letting him build the barrage fast, combined with the teamwork of Fearless's bubble that kept Sparkle alive during the ult, and Jexay's damage boost amplifying the power of the ult, and Hawk unfortunately using his grasp too early, all added up to one of the biggest plays of the entire Summer Showdown. And that concludes the first episode of the Pharah Analysis series. If you enjoyed, make sure to like, subscribe, and comment down below if you'd like to see more stuff like this. But until the next episode, bye bye.